Good morning, everybody. I wanted to check in with you today before we head out to spring break in a couple of days and to make sure that everybody's clear about what they need to turn in today. So you're going to be turning in your rubric for your twin pinch bowls. And on your rubric, I added one little thing at the end, and it's a 4-point reflection. And I want to make sure that you understand what I'm asking you. So this project had to do with not only learning the skill of pinching a bowl, but we also talked a lot about how to sort of get into a zone and into a meditation. And that's actually a really important skill. And it's not only important for ceramics, but it's applicable to life. So I sort of think of it like this: when during your day you're going to be encountering tons of frustrations. That's just a given. That's just part of life. And what do you do personally to alleviate yourself from going on tilt? How do you reel yourself back in so that you can become focused again and conscious of what you're working on? So that skill is something that we practice a lot in ceramics, because in ceramics, as you guys know, you encounter a lot of frustrations often when things break and they crack, and they're hard. Things might be hard to actually manipulate, and there's all kinds of things that you have to overcome that could cause a sense of frustration. And so that's why I talk a lot about Zen, and I talk a lot about calming down and trying not to let the frustrations overtake you. So the last question I'm asking you on your rubric is, how well do you personally feel you attained that sense of meditation, that sense of calm while you were working on your project? Or if you encountered any frustrations, which I would say most likely you probably did, how did you personally overcome them? And I'm not asking you, I'm not grading you on the quality of your meditation, because that's a personal thing, but I'm going to be grading you on the quality of how you write about it. And this is a little bit more of an informal reflection because it's attached to your rubric. So essentially just go ahead and just write it right on your rubric and turn the whole thing in right there. Okay. So that said, I want to tell you that I'm really pleased with how well you've been working independently and taking initiative and paying attention to the due dates and the deadlines and following along with my recorded demonstrations. So all that's really excellent. So today you're going to be continuing, read the comments that I left you on your last in-progress pictures and see what you can do to refine it. And that said, I also want to mention, this is important, try not to get too hung up on perfection. So at the beginning of the semester, we talked a lot about Wabi-Sabi and Kintsugi. And first of all, I want to clear up, there might be a little confusion between the two words. I noticed this in your crab reflections. A lot of people are referring to Kintsugi as embracing imperfection, but actually Kintsugi, just more specifically, is filling in cracks with gold. That's the process of dealing with imperfection. Wabi-Sabi, on the other hand, is embracing the sense of imperfection and transient and impermanence, and that all things kind of have this sense of fluidity and fluctuation, and that we cannot be attached to perfection. So if you're going to write about it in your reflection, the word is wabi-sabi. Okay. So that said, I want, when you're assessing your bowls, I don't want you to get too hung up on working, making it feel like you have to attain some sort of perfection. This is your first time that you've been doing that you're doing this. And so it's, in most cases, you might not get the excellent in symmetry, and you might not get the excellent in did you work out all the cracks. Be as objective as you possibly can with yourself, and write the score that you really feel that you earned on your bowl. This rubric is not going to make or break your grade. It's simply a way to sort of give you a starting point. So as we proceed in the semester, you're going to look back on this. I guarantee you, and after you do the next project or next two projects, you're going to look back on this and go, oh my God, I remember when I did a pinch pot and it was so challenging. And pretty soon you're going to be able to do it with your eyes closed in literally 3 minutes. So this is just the beginning, okay? All right. I think that's all I wanted to tell you today regarding how I want you to think about this project and how I want you to turn in your rubric and your reflection and your pictures by the end of your track today. If you get to the end of your track and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I need another 15 or 20 minutes, email me, and you can as long as you email me, you can turn it in after contact time today. But please email me in advance so I don't mark you absent. And okay, that's it for now. And email me if you have any questions. And I look forward to reading your reflection and seeing how you assess your pots. All right, have a great day.